When I tell you I avoid the news, anything concerning the world we live in, now mind you, I'm supposed to pay attention, and I do. But for an overthinker and a person like myself, who not only hear shit, it goes in and it does something. It awakens, it disturbs, it disrupts, it becomes a whole different thing. An individual like myself, when you hear stuff that's going on, that is real. It is real stuff. And yes, you have individuals who are not like me that would say to you, that's why I just da 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 da, and I just continue to live my life. Okay, that's you. You can't confuse me and you. I operate different. I live where most of my decisions are choices, but I cannot deny my character. I cannot deny the being that I am. Am I choosing some of this stuff? A few, maybe. But for the most part, it's naturally done. To not feel certain sting or for lack of a better word, or certain feeling that I'm going through, I have to painfully, painfully try to rewire my mind to do so. Now, naturally, I do what I do, but in order not to feel the repercussion or the hurt that's going to happen when I hear shit on the news or what bill was passed or what da 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 da. In order for me to be okay, I have to constantly talk to myself to be okay. Constantly. Constantly. And I have to hold on to everything that's pertaining to the glass half full. Faith, hope. An individual like me, I process hard. Do I wish I was different? The fuck I do. Yeah. I wish I was different. I still practice to override. I still practice to be one with. I still practice to just be okay in unokay situation. But is it easy? No, it's not. If I was by myself, I didn't have children, or my children were so grown, I didn't have new grandbabies. It's like every time a life is added to me, my shit gets worse. There ain't no bright area. The bright areas that's there is me now going in my mind to find it and living it for just a second. But the reality part of me is so connected to the bullshit because this is how I process stuff hard. That empathetic, overly empathetic, all this shit inside me, which probably was derived from trauma or the life that I've lived. I lived in Jamaica. Like I always tell you, I rolled by myself. It's one of the reasons why I realized that I've done that all my life. I cannot handle other people's demise. If I'd use that word properly right there, I cannot handle people that I love in pain. I am not the type to sit there and be okay with it. I go to war for that. So because of it, I'd rather stay by myself. Then it's less work for me to handle because I already know if I am there, I'm not just going to be looking. I have to do, right? Am I capable of doing everything? No, I'm not. So I walk alone. So I could deal with just the little that might come my way that I know I can handle, instead of picking up all kinds of stuff. But now I have children and I can't walk away from that. So I'm not alone anymore. So everything this world offers or do affects me here. And when you're not in like a really, really great situation to be much of a help, it's even worse. It's even worse. Because some things with me, because of that same fucking behavior, cause me to not be in the best position, that empathetic, that feeling for people who didn't give a fuck about you, that doing for this and do. I wore myself out loving people that was not capable of loving you back in the profound way that you love. And then I cannot, again, emotional intelligence, I cannot be mad at them. Are they at the level to help themselves? No. Can they? Yes. Do they choose to? Don't seem like it. But I wore myself out, not understanding who I was earlier. I do now, but then the world has changed. So now it's still a situation. You hear the things that the news. Now I have grandbabies. It's like the world is going to hell. That's if it wasn't hell from before. It's just a few good people living in it. But I'm not gonna think it's hell. It's just the ugly, really mean people that's making this world seem like it's not of happiness, it's not of joy. No, these are things that the people are doing to put all that energy that's not good in it, you know? I so don't like running across these things that talks about what's happening from what's not happening. Yes, I need to be in the know, but that in the know is pain fucking full for me. That worse when I'm not okay already fighting, to be okay with the different shit that's happening. It's like a shit show. And yes, to the amazing people who could just be okay. And you. Am I striving to? Probably. But I still have to accept that I am who I am. How I deal with stuff is how I deal with them. I could ignore and be at times. But in here, the truth still sits there. What's happening is there. Who I am is still who I am, or who I choose to be. And at some points, it's not even a damn choice. I try to not trick myself like that anymore. Sometimes I just have to be one with the fuck that's who I am. And fight. If I don't like it, fight to be something else. As they say, practice becomes perfect. You know? It's a continuing choosing the freak to be okay in a moment. Even when it feels like everything is wrong, just hold on to that little bit of right. I was just triggered by something I just saw and hear. See, this is the thing about this. It's good and it's bad in the same breath. But it's bad because of who you are as an individual. I just needed to vent.